Welcome to Vegan Method. In this video I'm making a crusty white seeded loaf. So I've tinkered around with this recipe just to get it right, and it makes an absolutely amazing loaf of bread. So what do we need? First of all, we need 500 grams of bread flour. I've got strong white bread flour for this, plus a little bit extra for dusting. I've got 7 grams of salt, 7 grams of fast action yeast, 40 millilitres of oil, 320 millilitres of cold water, 30 grams of sunflower seeds, and yes, I said cold water because I'm not using tepid water or anything, it's just room temperature filtered water. The flour is already in a big bowl, so that's where it will stay, and then I'm going to add the yeast on one side and salt on the other. I'm not going to mix them in. After that I'm going to add in the oil, I'm going to add in the seeds, and then I'm going to start slowly adding in the water to see how much it needs, because certain flours will take more water than others, so you want to put it in increments. So I'm going to keep adding in the water and mixing the ingredients. It's a very wet dough, but that will definitely change once you keep kneading it, so just it's like 10 minutes, maybe longer, of kneading until it's no longer sticky. I've got a little bit of oil on the side countertop, and I'm just going to knead it again until it's a little bit stretchier. Again, it's another like 5-10 minutes of kneading. You've got to give it a good beating to get it all non-sticky and stretchy. Now the dough is going to go into a proving bowl. If you don't have one of these, don't worry, you can use any kind of bowl, put a tea towel over the top, but I've got a proving bowl and also a mesh cap. And then I'm going to leave it at room temperature for 90 minutes, so that's 1.5 hours, just to let it rise. So 90 minutes later, the dough has risen a little bit and it's all, well, it's airy, it's quite light and fluffy. So what we're going to do now is knock it back. So I'm going to give it 10 more minutes of solid kneading to take the air out of it, then put it back in the basket and leave it to prove again for another hour. It's almost an hour later, so I've put the oven on to preheat to 220 degrees Celsius. I've got a non-stick pan which I'm lightly oiling, and then we're going to put the bread dough in that pan, get some water and gently rub the water on the top of the bread, and then we're going to dust it with some flour which will give it a really nice colour when it cooks in the oven, and also a really sharp knife. We're going to make some slashes in it which then opens up as the bread cooks. Put the bread into the oven for 25 minutes, and when that 25 minutes ticks over, you want to turn the oven down to 200 degrees Celsius and bake for a further 10 to 15 minutes, depending on what it looks like. As you can see here, my bread comes out of the oven. It is very crispy and it looks delicious. Now the main rule for freshly cooked bread, especially this warm and crispy and tasty, is to eat some immediately. So I've cut a slice off and you can see here just how much it breaks apart, but it is still crispy. It's an amazing loaf. As always, thank you very much for watching. Please feel free to like, subscribe, or leave your comments below.